coworkers, they concerned about a sister. Want to make sure that I'm that I'm on my way, and I'm gonna be late, y'all. I am going to be late. Hello. Uh, and there is no fault where she is, where I'm headed to. What is going on here? And I told y'all it's gonna be thicker over this water. What in the world? I'm trying to get there, y'all. I tried. I left in enough time. I gave myself a whole hour. I didn't know what I was going. I gave myself an hour. Okay? I think that's more than enough time even to run into problems, but clearly it was not, because it is almost 7:30 and I haven't even left. Let's see. Okay, see the speed limit. Speed limit goes down when the when it's foggy like this, y'all. Speed limit 55 in this area. It's not now. It's 45. So we got to slow down. Hey, there's a whole lot of gravel over there, y'all. I need some of that. I need some of that from a driveway. Excuse me. I need that from a driveway, y'all. So I was off yesterday. What I do? Nothing. Now I'm supposed to be living out loud, right? Well, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything interesting that you all would want to know about. I didn't go outside and work in the garden, because when I woke up, it was raining. Now, I heard that it was supposed to rain throughout the morning, but that it would clear up. Well, it did not. Not clear enough and early enough that I wanted to go out and play in my yard. I need to cut my grass is what I need to do. Ugh! And I'm debating on if I'm going to drop some grass seeds. Probably should. Put down some topsoil. Need some mulch. It ain't $2.22 this season. It's like $2.97. This is at Walmart. So yeah. How would you like to do this? Every morning. Or on your morning commute. Well, clearly I'm not the only one doing this. I am not alone. Yes, I am a little tense. I can tell you that right now. I don't know. I don't know why. Well, because I don't like not being able to see further than I'm seeing. Yes, this is raising my I poured myself a tall glass of orange juice, and then I had the nerve to mix it with ginger ale. That was not good. Not good at all. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Yes, go around me because I am in a state. Y'all praying with me. These people are not happy with me. I'm doing 41. I don't think they remember that the speed limit has dropped to 45. 42. So I'm not doing too bad, y'all. I'm hot. And if I'm hot, my phone might be hot. Also, I'm getting off. I am getting off of this interstate. I'm going to take a city like I do. I just gotta get past this point, y'all. I am in a tizzy, a full-blown Ooh. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Father. I made it. Okay. Yes. I just had a small anxiety attack. I'm good down here. I'm good down here. I'm just gonna slow down. And go as slow as my eyes can see. Ooh, y'all, I got about a half hour to get to where I gotta go. And where I gotta go is far, far away. It's far, far away. Where am I going? Which lane am I getting in? What am I? So this street is 35. not foggy where she is. It was a mist. So, look at that. What's going on here? Can y'all see? Y'all see what I see? So, being as that I'm living out loud, and the only time really for real I am going live is in the morning on my way to work, and it's on Sundays after dark. That's not that I'm doing a whole lot more than that. So when I go out to work in my garden, when I'm doing yard work, garden work, because when I'm in the house, I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm not doing a whole lot. My house is really comfortable. I try to make it that way. And so once I'm in it, it's kind of hard to pull myself out of it and do work, especially after I've worked a 40-hour week. I am not the young woman that I used to be, but I'm not living my whole life out loud. I'm only living a portion or a part. I'm thinking that I should go live more often, especially when I'm out doing yard work. And my thinking is that because I'm thinking about watch hours. Some people want to put out 10-minute videos, 20-minute videos, 30-minute videos, and then there's some who go live, and they are, the Lapeef Network is live all night long. I don't know what time they start, but I know that I can tune in sometimes before I go to sleep and sleep through it, and they're still at it in the morning when I wake up. So, I think I'm open. I didn't bring it. I ain't got no coffee. All I have is some water this morning. Guts is growling. You know why? Because all I had to eat yesterday was a piece of I had about 3 or 4 bowls of honeycomb cereal, and then later, much later in the day, when I woke up from one of my many naps. I just saw something that was pretty. Did you all see it? The new flowers, the daffodils, I think they were, in the front of the yard. They used them as an edging, a border. Don't worry, it'll come. It'll come to me. That's how my yard is looking. Patches of tall grass. So I don't even know what that's about. What is that? What kind of grass is that? Let me grab my water. The water is stopped. Oh, and plug up this telephone. Wow. Stop. Okay. Water. Okay, got it. Okay, all right. Get on down the road, Christine. Look, it's cleared up. It has cleared up. That's okay. I got evidence. I've got evidence of what I'm saying. I left in enough time, but I have no control over. There's some things that I just cannot control. And the weather is one of them. And traffic is another. No control. Crash where? There's a crash somewhere and the lane is closed. Ugh. Okay, art lessons. We're going to be painting with acrylic. So, I need you to get the primary colors. Red, yellow, blue. I don't want you to spend a whole lot of money on paints. You don't need all that. You do not need all of those colors. Do not buy, turquoise and brown and orange and burnt orange and all. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm going to show you all how to mix colors. You're going to learn to mix colors when you do that color wheel. And if you choose a really cool, something like a clock or something that's round, like a wheel. Holes in the road, these dips and things. 46. My clock is not right. It's a little bit fast, but I still don't. I don't have a whole lot of time to get to where I gotta go. I do not. But that's okay. I'm gonna get there when I get there. Okay, so brushes. You do need different size brushes. Okay, you need round brushes and flat brushes. Okay, you definitely need those too, and you need them in varying sizes. So get your brushes. Okay, slow down. Oh Lord, now I'm tripping now, huh? 44 in the 35-mile zone. Now I got a little bit of courage. I can go faster now. Okay, well, this asshole clearly don't know what the speed limit is. And yes, I include myself in that asshole think I would want to live on Tidewater Drive. It's just too busy a street. Trying to get out of the driveway would be a task, depending on the time of day. But I'm thinking trying to get into the driveway a certain time of day is risky on Tidewater Drive, because you're gonna have to slow down to a crawl to get into the driveway. One lane open on Granby Street. Okay. Alright. That should not affect me too much. Other than people coming out. No, that shouldn't affect me in my travel. What's going on Granby Street? It shouldn't have. And white. You don't need black. You don't need black. I was taught that black is just too heavy. It is overwhelming and you really don't need it. You can get very dark. Remember I showed you all how I was painting the mural in the kitchen blue, but then I wanted to darken it. I darkened that blue, and so I added a red. Well, red and blue makes what? Well, that's what I ended up with. And if I, layer it with a little bit more blue, a little bit more red, keep layering it, it's just going to get darker. Brighter, brillianter. Anyway, you don't need black. Trust me. All other colors come from mixing. The primary colors comes from mixing red, yellow, and blue. So you got your primary colors, you got your secondary colors. I want you all to put in the comment section what the secondary colors are. And then I want you to put the tertiary colors. So put an S dash, and then list the secondary colors, and then put a T dash and list the tertiary colors. Yeah, you can look that up, Google it. I don't care how you do it, but we're gonna do it with paint if you decide you want to do it with me. So go ahead and get your supplies. Go ahead and start getting them now, because art supplies are not, they're not cheap. Okay, which is why I'm telling you what to get now. I don't want you to go out and spend more money than you have to. Four colors and as many brushes in varying sizes as you can afford. You can buy a set. Go to Jerry's Autorama and buy a set. Okay, now I did say that you can go to the dollar store and get brushes there, especially when you're painting a large surface. But expect brush bristles to be in your painting. Now, if you don't have a problem with, texture, do it. Get those brushes. Add those brushes to your collection. Sponge brushes. You can use anything. You could use all kinds of things to paint with, y'all. and to create texture. But brushes, flat brush, round brushes in varying sizes. Okay, do that. Get the primary colors in white. Don't buy a palette. Just get something plastic. Get something plastic to work from. Shucks. Cardboard will work, but cardboard absorbs the paint. Get some plastic. Get some plastic. Use plastic as your palette, and something to hold some water in, the old cup, because you got to clean your brushes. You got to keep your brushes clean when you're working with acrylic. Otherwise, you're going to end up with colors that look like mud. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So yeah, do that. I got about 12 minutes to get to where I gotta go. And I promise y'all I am more than 12, but I might be able to make it. If all of the lights are in my favor, I might make it right right at the nick of time, right on the nick. Right at the nick of time. Nope. Yeah, right in the nick of time. I might make it right in the nick of time. This is where I grew up. This is Bramilton. This is the neighborhood called Bramilton. My brother used to work at the drugstore here on the corner of Bramilton and Reservoir. It's right over here to the left. I'm not gonna move the telephone to try to show it to you, but the building is still there. It's the Masonic Lodge now. Yeah. The 7-Eleven here on the corner of Bramilton and Park Avenue used to be a colonial store. And this bridge here, this bridge used to be a drawbridge. Used to be a drawbridge. And on the other side of the drawbridge was another store called Giant Open Air Market. Giant Open Air Market, they used to sell these donuts. They was delicious. That's the thing I remember the most about Giant Open Air Market. It was right over this bridge right here that used to be a drawbridge. It was right over this bridge on the left side. There are apartments over there now, which are kind of new. They're new apartments. Y'all not gonna be able to see them. You wouldn't be able to see them no way, even if it won't foggy. Because of the way the phone is angled. I paid $3.95, 96 cents the other day for gas. The time before that, I paid $4.01. Well, $4.02. the prices are going down. Ooh, Lordy. I'm sorry. Now she told me that it won't no, they ain't had no fog over here. What this is? What this look like to y'all? Fog? Maybe it won't no fog where she is. I don't know. It's 8 o'clock. It's almost. I got about 5, 6, 7 minutes out. My clock is not right on the phone, on the dash. The clock on the car. It is not So, yeah, this is a school zone, and those lights are flashing. I recommend that if you're on Campostella and you're in the school zone, the lights are flashing, that you slow down. It's a residential section. I know it don't look like it. It's a 6-lane street. It's still a residential section. My grandmother used to live over here. This is housing, public housing, low-income housing. She used to live over here in the they were called bungalows. She lived in the bungalows over here in Oak Leaf Park is what it was called. It's called Oak Leaf Forest now. Grandma lived in the bungalows. I'm telling y'all, I'm from the hood. I am from the hood. Straight up hood. I want to get back to that, the middle school that I went to, because I went back as an adult as the substitute teacher. I think I told you all about it, and how I'm sitting there, the class is out of control. The vice principal comes in. I waved to him to come help me. I waved to him, come to me, summon. That asshole looked at me and turned his head and walked out of the classroom. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. So I wanted to talk about your. Did I just mess up? I did. I should have gone straight. God dog it. I should have gone straight. That's okay. I'll get there. I should have gone straight. Then I would be on Atlantic, which is where I'm trying to get to. Anywho, the kids, the students. Eventually, I got a measure of control over the class because they wanted out of there. They wanted to go. But I wouldn't let them go. I would not let them go to wherever it was they was trying to go until they did the work that they needed to do for that class that morning. Oh my God. Ooh, what I do that for? So they were bunch of angry kids. The boys, as well as the girls. Oh, gee whiz. The girls were just as angry. They were just as angry. And of course, it wasn't all of them. It was a few, but it was too many. A few. First of all, the class was full of students. It was a large class, full of people. Classroom sizes, y'all. Classroom sizes matter. The 5th grade class at the Christian school was the largest class, and that was 25 people. 25 5th graders. That is insane. That's a large class. That's a whole lot of personalities to try to corral and keep under control. But in that school, that middle school there, it was disturbing. It was disturbing. And you know what else? Going into the schools in that city, the teachers were disgruntled. They were grossly unhappy. How do I know? Because I'm a total stranger, and teachers came into my classroom. Counselors came into my classroom to sit down and talk, to vent to a total stranger. They told me all kinds of stuff that is happening that the school board is imposing on them, that the administration is causing them to do. Why? Because they are not the children, the students aren't learning. The teachers can't teach the way they need to because administrators and the school board are only concerned about test scores. They're not concerned about educating. So they've come up with all these rules that they think is going to help the teachers in the classroom, and it doesn't. It does not. The teachers can't sit. The teachers can't sit. They have to stand while they teach. They have to create PowerPoint presentations of their lessons. They got to stand there and lecture. Them kids they're not listening, and they're not learning. They're not learning because they're not listening. They're not listening because they are bored. They're bored because the teachers can't teach the way that teachers used to teach. I am not advocating for teachers being able to spank students, chastise students physically, corporal punishment. I'm not advocating for corporal punishment from teachers. No, no, nope, no, nope. That's not at all what I'm advocating. I'm advocating to y'all parents, whoop your y'all better do something. Y'all got to do something because your children are off the chain. Your children are off the chain, and they are keeping children who want to learn from learning because they are disrupting the classroom. If your child is coming home with red every day, yellow every day, your child is a problem child. They are if they got to stand on the fence during PE, it's because they're being punished. They're suffering some consequences of their behavior. They are behaving. They are disrupting the classroom. They are doing something that they should not be doing. And it's having an effect on the learning environment. Look, I'm not advocating for you to beat them up every time they come home on red. No, that is not at all what I'm advocating. What I'm saying is get to know your doggone children. Get to know your children. Find out what's going on. Find out why they're acting the way that they do. Talk to your children. Train your children. If your children are coming home if your babies are coming home on with red or yellow, ooh, okay, this person just ran the light. Oh, wow. They in a hurry. They just ran the light. They just went slowly through the internet. But it's not turning. This light is not okay. I don't know what's going on here, but it's the devil. It's the devil. We got the fog. We got the lights not operating properly. I'm not doing that. I'm not going out there in that intersection. Okay, this light is green. Did that just go from green to red? Okay, I'm gonna sit through this cycle one more time. One more time, I'm gonna sit through this cycle, and then I'm gonna do something drastic. There ain't no sensor here at this intersection, so that there's not a light sensor, whatever that is. If these people, if their turning light turns green, their light just turned green. Okay, I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna go, because something is clearly wrong. Okay. Totally unnecessary. Well, I am officially late. Officially. Okay, what's going on down here? Oh, turned the wrong way. What is going on down there? Y'all see the blue lights? Well, I said that if the lights were in my favor, that I might make it. lights. And then I got off on the wrong place. I should have gone straight, and I would have been on this street. Way back there. And I wouldn't have got caught at that light there around the corner. That light there. Okay. What are you going to paint on? Well, I paint on panel board. I go to Home Depot, Lowe's, excuse me, and I get some panel board, and I have it cut. I'll have it cut in half, and then sometimes I'll have that half cut in half. The picture of the leaf, the green and yellow one, the plant, the leaf, the root system, that is panel board. The white, the other side of it is white and smooth, and the one I paint on, the side I paint on, is coarse. It is a brown, coarse material, and I prime it with some gesso. Okay, you're gonna need some gesso. I'm sorry. You're gonna need some gesso. Gesso is a primer. So if you use canvas, you're gonna have to prime that canvas. So you need gesso. 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 Primer. No, don't go to the HQ and get house primer. Don't do that. No. Get some gesso. It is water based, so you can thin it out and prime your canvases or panel board or whatever you're going to paint on, so that the paint is not absorbed into the fabric of the material you're painting on. Okay, so you got to prime it. And look, the sun is shining, everything is clear. If I roll the window down, you'll probably hear the birds are singing. So no fog here. No fog here. My stomach is I don't even know what it could be. I guess this anxiety, the ride to work. These trucks, I'm just not in the mood to, have a rock fly out and break the windshield this morning. I'm just not in the mood. 7-Eleven gas on my side, last time I looked, was like $4.16 on my side. $4.16, $4.26, $4 something. So $3.99. Okay, going back over here. This is the Regional Medical Center. Just in case y'all was wondering where it was and how to get there. Straight down Campostella. Campostella turns into Battlefield. Y'all see the trees blooming? A day is going to come when riding down this street is just going to be a beautiful, beautiful sight. Spring hasn't sprung all the way yet. And then these cold snaps ain't helping nothing at all. Not helping the plants. I was listening to Led Farmer, who was saying that the Honeycrisp apples, they are not guaranteed to produce in this area. They're not guaranteed producers, but he did name some that would be in this zone. The Granny Smith apples, the Blackburn apples, which is what I planted, which is what we planted there at the Cuffy Library. Pecan trees, definitely in this area, and walnut trees. But he and his wife recommend that you not plant walnut trees because their root system sends out a toxin that will go into your plant life. Your vegetables, your garden. So you don't want to plant a walnut tree anywhere near your garden. So you might as well just not plant one anyway, unless you just got a big enough yard, piece of property, land that you can do that. Supposed to look at my pear tree before I got in the car this morning. I did not, because when I walked out, all I saw was fall, and that just totally redirected my thoughts. Totally. Okay. Well, I'm almost here. This is the Great Bridge Locks. In case you've never seen it before, there it is. Great Bridge Locks. So, I am, for the most part, here. I have reached almost down the street and around the corner. I'm gonna go around this corner here. headed into Chesapeake's Municipal Center. Yep. I don't know if y'all just saw that brick wall, but I'm about to make up a brick wall very similar to that using papercrete bricks. What is papercrete, Christine? Oh. Just keep watching. Come to the thing that we're having on April 23rd. The open house. Come to that and you'll see what papercrete. Find out all about it. Alright, I'm getting ready to go. I have reached my destination, and so I am going to bid you all adieu. Okay? So I will be hollering back at you in the next